Hey boys and girls, so we're doing some ribs today. I did a little test run. Awesome people at Bacon's Air sent me some pork panko to check out. So I did just a baseline simple test on some chicken, did them on the grill. It's fantastic. So now that I see how the stuff performs, responds to the heat, and it's flavored, I'm gonna try something. So what I'm gonna do is I got my rub here, basically just a simple S&P, a little bit of onion, mustard seed, celery seed, ancho chili powder, Kashmiri mirch, sweet paprika, smoked paprika, I'm not sure if I said celery seed or not, and some Mexican green chilies, dried of course. So that's how we got going on in here. Oh, little parsley, little oregano. So I'll put the details in the link. So what I'm gonna do, check it out, is I don't wanna put a full crust, but I wanna see some texture. So it's the stuff right here. So what I'm gonna do is to my rub, I'm going to add the pork panko to it. I believe it'll take on that flavor because this stuff comes unseasoned. It's basically just pork skin and salt, which is great because you can make it whatever you want. So what I'm gonna do is I probably got about a quarter cup or so left in this bag. So I'm gonna add it right to my rub, just like so. And see, there's almost a moisture to it, you know? It's really great stuff, guys. So that's what I'm gonna do. I think it's gonna give it a little bit of lift. It's gonna give it a real nice texture. It's gonna take on all the flavor of that rub. That's in theory anyway. So it could be absolute shit when you're doing it like this, but we're gonna find out. So I'm not scared. We're gonna do these ribs in a nice post oak base, with some cherry wood. And then we are going to glaze them with a peach whiskey glaze. So this should have a nice little heat. It should give it some great texture. It should build a beautiful bark, I can only assume. So just want to make sure that all that pork panko is busted up nicely in that rub. Yeah, see that texture it gave us? Gives the rub almost some lift, you know what I'm saying? So that's what we're gonna do. Now, my duck fat, yes, I have a toothpick on one end. I bought 2 cans of this. My last 2 cans, they won't work. So I ended up having to drill it out, but when I was drilling this one out, it went out the wrong way. So this could get a little bit messy, but hey, at least it's my mess, you know what I'm saying? So let's, I'm gonna use this as my binder. We're just gonna get a little duck fat on there. Let me glove up because this is about to get messy, I can see it. And we're just gonna rub all that duck fat in there real nice like. Man, these ribs got a bunch of stuff going for them. We got pork panko on them, we got duck fat going. It's gonna be good. Maybe. I have faith, you know? So now I'm gonna hit them. I'm gonna hit these side nice, build some nice color. So this is the first thing that hits your mouth, you know? A lot of people ignore the bottom sides, and sometimes I do, honestly, just depending on what I plan on doing with them, but you gotta have that flavor down there, you know? I'm gonna give this just a little press. I'm gonna let that soak in, make sure I get any spots I missed. Try to catch the edges while they're on this side like this. Oh, beautiful. Man, I have a good feeling about this, boys and girls. I really do. I think that that pork panko and that rub like that is really going to just give it a real nice dynamic. Seriously. Plus, it's basically going to be the flavor of the rub, which is going to be awesome, I believe. So I'm gonna let that side. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let that sit here at room temperature for a little bit. and let that rub just kind of melt in. Now with my ribs, just real quick, I know everybody's done ribs, so I didn't figure it was pointless to put in the video. But I did peel the membrane, and then I give them always a little notch in between the bones. Nothing deep, maybe not even a 1/16, 1/8 of an inch, just to let everything kind of go in, you know what I mean? Just to open that backside up a little bit. So I'm gonna let them sit for probably about 15 minutes or so, until I start seeing some moisture wick to the top. I don't know if that's gonna be the case with the pork panko, but I'm gonna go like I normally do and see what she turns out like. So we'll let that sit for a little bit, then we'll get the other side done. All right, we're back. We're at about the 15-minute mark. The rub did melt into the meat really nicely. Even though if you check it out here, you can see even the pork panko, although it looks like it's laying there, it's on the, it's firmed up quite a bit. So when I flip it, it will definitely stay on there. So let me glove up again. And just for good measure, give her a couple of presses. Man, beautiful color though. I'm excited to try this. And let's do this here. Flip them over. If I can get them off that. And grab a paper towel. Some duck fat. Oh, Jesus Christ. Backwards. Sorry, my bad. Again, massage that in there real nice. Get our edges and give them a coat. We're gonna go liberal on that. Try to accomplish what we're trying to do here. And get my sides here. There we go. Beautiful. Give her a press. Nice to get in that first layer in there. And give her a little topper for that melt, you know? Then we're gonna be good. And just like so. Get this down there. That's it, boys and girls. Right there, we have our pork panko rub baby backs. So again, I'm gonna let this sit for about 15, 20 minutes. And then I'm gonna put them in the fridge until it's time to pull them out. So we're going to see how this works out. I'll be back.